Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's my pleasure to be with you today in this state of art conference. Today we are going to talk about GERD classification. And in GERD classification, the most important to know exactly what we are going to draw by this classification. As you see, the inflammation in the lower end of the esophagus it can be under the mucosa, and after that start to be clear above in the we can discover it by our endoscopy. And the most important to know exactly what type of GERD we have. Did we have a complicated GERD, or did we have non-complicated GERD? Did we have dysplasia GERD, or we have non-dysplasia GERD? This is my project. I'm working on it, Dr. Kayasseh GERD risk stratification module, and which is contain 4 pillars: clinical scores, biomarker and microbiome marker scores, and advanced novel bioimaging scores and therapeutic response scores. And what is the importance of this risk stratification model? To differentiate between 2 types of patient: low risk group patient and high risk group patient, and which is depend on how we are going to do surveillance and how we are going to deal with this patient. There is so many types of classification of GERD, either Montreal classification or LA classification, Lyon consensus, Rome 4 criteria, and the Mr. scoring. And you see, if we depend on the clinical scores, and there is 2 types of reflux: physiological reflux and pathological reflux. And the pathological reflux can be, as you see, can be from typical to atypical GERD, and can be extraesophageal manifestation, and we can reach to complication. The most important, what we are going to use in endoscopy. Are you going to use high definition magnified endoscopy? Are you going to use MPI, TXI, and the others, BLI and the others, or iScan and OE, endocytoscopy, artificial intelligence endoscopy? All this depends how we are going to classify our GERD patient. And the most important, in enhanced endoscopy imaging or imaging enhanced endoscopy, we should clean the lumen properly, and we should take so many pictures. Why? To do proper mapping for the lower esophageal reflux disease. This is LA classification, A type, A, B, C, D, and you see the differentiation between A, B, C, and D. And enhanced endoscopy imaging, of course, you see the picture is more clear. And this is there is 2 types of vascular pattern and surface pattern, which is also depend on how we are going to map the GERD. And you see the picture by this capillary loop in control and in GERD. You see, if there is capillary loop, this is more in GERD. Rome 4 criteria, and this is the most important in Rome 4 criteria, which is now they are talking about it to differentiate between NERD and reflex hypersensitivity and functional heart pain. And Lyon consensus 2018 also depend about the same criteria. The last slide, this is heart pain. It can be erosive, it can be non-erosive, reflex hypersensitivity, functional heart pain, and the most important, now we are talking about microbiome medicine and the gut-brain connection, and this is my future project about GERD microbiome signature. And thank you very much for your listening.